are back for another episode of Get a Load of This, pre-recorded from the Silver Creek Studios. I'm Jarod.
I'm Ryan.
This is Joe. Hey, are we calling?
This is half loaded.
Is this a half loaded?
I don't know. I think this is a real episode.
All right, let's go with real episode.
All right, fine.
We got all night. We're good.
Yeah, we don't really.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I got things to do in the
I got the
morning.
cable guy coming at 11, so that's
Oh,
all I got to
man.
really.
No, I got shit all day.
So we can go back into what we were talking about there, but let me tell you, I hadn't brought this up, my tale of woe, and your bride may have said, maybe that's why she's a little bit crabby today. So
she just took the fucking day off.
Well, right, yeah, her and I were texting because we were both pissed. We were both fit to be tied. 7 a.m. this morning. I hadn't even logged on. I was getting Oliver out the door and feeding the dogs and all this stuff, and she texts, she's like, internet's down.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck.
Ours was down too.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that, right? So I'm like, fuck.
They're maintenance.
So, yeah, bullshit. So she called. She tells me what the message is. I didn't even call because I put your wife on things. Yeah. Shit gets done. She usually is very effective. So I just like, all right, she got this. I'm not going to waste my time calling. She'll take care of it. And, well, nothing. It popped back up like 45 minutes later. It comes back on. I'm like, awesome. So I quickly log into work. I'm getting set up and I'm back in business. I'm like, 10 minutes. Didn't even get a chance to get through a couple emails and off it goes again. So now I'm like, motherfucker. So I call the number. And I get the same message that she got. What pissed me off was that, and this is Spectrum, Charter Spectrum, Time Warner Company. They suck. And so the message says, according to our records, we are performing maintenance in your area and it may result in a disruption. The agents know no other information. We'll have no more information on this matter.
Right.
It's basically saying, don't bother us.
Right.
Don't even try to don't hit zero because they ain't going to be able to tell you nothing. Leave us alone. Tough shit. You're out of luck. Thanks for your money, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Unless you want to upgrade.
So that pissed me off. And so I get on to, there's a down detector website. I go on there and see how many people are bitching about it. It's a big fucking spike. And I just keep stewing. I keep getting more and more pissed. So I go on to Twitter. And I've looked at Twitter before to see how many people are complaining on Twitter. Spectrum never tweets.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like at Ask Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
They never tweet when there's an outage. The last tweet was like from early January. They have fucking outages all the time. It's like, why do you have Twitter if you're not going to tell people when shit's broke or when shit's fixed? You could say, hey, Dallas-Fort Worth, we know you had a problem. We're sorry about that. Should be back up and running for you now. Have a nice day. Thanks for being a customer. Nope, none of that shit. But if you go to their replies, every reply is exactly the same message. Please follow us and DM us your contact information and your account details, your address and phone number, and we'll look into it for you. So I skipped the first step of tweeting them, and I just followed them, and I direct messaged them, and decided to destroy them. And, and I just unloaded. And I said, "This is if this is truly maintenance, which I doubt, then whoever made the decision to perform maintenance at 7 a.m. on a Friday should be fired immediately. Nobody would make that decision if they're in the interest of staying in business. That's just not what you do." And I went on and on and on. And the person that was responding to me is a first level, probably some young kid. They think they got the good job because they get to respond on Twitter, but they had to deal with an asshole today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It went back and forth, and finally they offered to send out a tech. And I said, what the fuck is a tech going to do? It's not my house. It's not my modem. If my neighbor's having the same problem, and then 3 doors down across the street, she's having the same problem. Now I found out that you are too. Are all of our modems having the same exact problem at the exact time? Or is it potentially a problem at one of your nodes up the street?
What the reply should have been is,
David
whatever will shut you up, sir.
Well, so I said, well, I want you to check the node here. I want you to come to this neighborhood, and I want you to check it out. And they're like, well, we can't do that. It has to start at your house. And I was like, fine, come to my house. I'm going to stand on the front porch and say, there's nothing to see in here. Get to the box. You start at that box. Okay, meters are saying this here.
Man, Ryan's internet goes down for 5 minutes, and he's got Charter out at his.
Look, if you're, what I told them.
I'll tell you, my bride is the same way, man. She's fucking fierce.
It'll come back on.
But
they get a van out there.
But they're working.
I'm trying to
She's
make
working
money
at home.
You know, so that's what I told Spectrum. Is I said,
working from home.
I said, look, if I can't do my job, then I don't make money. If I don't make money, I can't pay my fucking cable bill. If I don't pay my cable bill, then I'm done with you. So I have to make a choice at this point. What's the reliable service? I don't have a lot of options because I live in the butthole of America,
right.
but I got one or two that I can choose from, you know?
Hey, on the other side, he still hasn't gone over. He's still Harrisonville.
Is he?
Yeah.
I wonder if he has outages. It's slower than
it's
shit.
Slower than
though.
shit. Yeah. I think he's still waiting on a picture I sent him 2 years ago.
So I was livid. And so I got Carlos that gave me a call. He was a really nice guy. He gave me $20 off my bill. Not what I was looking for. Don't care. I said, you know what? Keep $20. Make my shit work reliably.
Right.
I want to be able to get up. If I'm going to decide to work from home on a day, that I don't want to have an interruption. And if I want to watch 3 hours of Netflix at night, I don't want to have an interruption. You know, this is pretty simple. This is the 21st century.
If I want to watch 3 hours of Netflix during the day while I'm working from home, I want to be able to do that.
I paid for it. I've paid for
if I want to watch 5 hours of porn, I don't care.
I've paid for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service. You're taking all that money from me.
Yeah.
I need all my service.
Well, there's another point that I made too. I said, this is 21st century. This is 2019, and you are allegedly a technology firm. You guys should, a giant one too. You guys should be able to figure a way to monitor these connections, to see and detect when there's an outage, so that you're not relying on the customer to call in and bitch. And then after 5 calls, they're like, oh, maybe we have an outage over here. It's basic customer service. I've been in this business, not in cable provider, but I've been in customer service
scheme. It's all a pyramid scheme.
Now, I got another one on that too. But
sponsored by McFadden Sports Saloon.
Meanwhile, there's some poor bastard climbing a pole in 20-degree weather.
Hey, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they're out there working on it.
No, but they're not.
We're not fixing it.
I told my porter that we a car wash. He's not a kid. He's a 53-year-old man, and you don't have to do this.
Yeah,
ain't no one. You ain't tethered to a fucking wall here. You get pissed off and bitch and piss and moan. Go.
Yeah, there's other things you can do out there.
Go.
I think the whole working from home thing is a different element. It's when it's just your, streaming service or whatever.
Well, I think that also
it's like, okay, chill out, it'll come back on. But when your livelihood's on the line,
you and Charter
and more people are working from home. It's almost turned into the point
that I made to him. I was like, I don't think you realize how many people, especially in a town like this where we're 45 minutes away from the city.
It's happening a lot.
More and more people are telecommuting, if you want to call it that, are working remotely, and they're relying on your service to make that happen. And if you can't make it happen, you're not going to have these people as customers anymore. Now, we don't have a lot of choices, but there is one or two.
And you think about and that'll grow here, I'm sure, within the years or two. But think about our street alone. That I know of on our street, there's 4 people that work from home.
Well, both sides of me, myself, not every day.
5.
Yep. Because Mike's not.
Hey, you don't have to work from home.
And then down the street is Peggy.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to work. You're absolutely right. But actually,
if it's too inconvenient for you, you can go to an office like some of us.
Well, see, I've worked very hard to rise to this level where I'm afforded these luxuries.
They don't have an office anymore for what my bride does.
Oh, really?
They have an office, but there's no portal for her to work from. I mean, it's home. There's there, and that's okay. So think of it this way: it's extremely smart on the business world to not pay think of the money they don't pay on rent,
leasing a building and
then
insurance.
Outfitting it with now granted her computer and keyboard and all that stuff is all
yours.
No, hers. Oh. I mean, she has 2 screens. And,
did they buy it or
it's all set up from them and everything. And they would pay for the internet. I don't know why she doesn't get reimbursed for it, but she's like, well, we use it too, and I'm whatever.
So?
Whatever. But we do have like the upgraded internet and everything.
You got 200 megabyte,
whatever it is,
megabit, whatever.
We've got a router that hums. Yeah. But,
no, I think
which my daughter loves. She gets
So I'll ask you. I'll ask your wife to do it sometime, to do a speed test. I do speed tests all the time on mine. The last time I had these Charter Spectrum people out was in January because I was paying for 100 at the time. And shit was slow as hell. And I got kids playing Fortnite, and my wife's trying to watch Netflix. I'm trying to watch something else, porn. And I mean, we got things going on. We need this shit to keep humming, right?
Right.
And
I'm buffering at the money shot. Are you fucking kidding me? I had to choke it back.
I just need 4 good minutes of broadband. That's all I need.
This tourniquet's not going to tie itself.
Yeah. But I when shit was shutting down and literally buffering on Netflix and stuff, I will go do a speed test.
That's the fucking worst.
So I'm supposed to be getting 100. I was getting like 12.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 1997 shit. I could get a fucking 28.8 modem and do better than that shit.
Blow it through a straw, asshole.
So I called and they're like, oh, well, can you reset the modem? And they walked me through a couple steps. And they're like, well, we're going to send out a tech. I'm like, really? That's the best you got to offer me is to unplug it and plug it back in? And then the next step is fire up the fucking van? I mean, come on, people. So they come out and they said, well, you're going to need a new modem and router. I'm like,
fine.
Okay, make it happen. I pay for you to do that shit.
Right.
Fucking make it happen.
Yeah.
They put a new one in. The dude walks around the house. We test the Wi-Fi. I was never at 200. I was getting like 160, 170.
Still better than 12.
Still better than 12. That fucker pulled away, got a block away. I did it again. I was like, 40.
What?
I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on?
Walks around with something in his pocket, motherfucker.
So now I've tested it, and I have gotten up there again with him not around, but it's just so unpredictable. Yeah. And I asked him a question about, like, shared bandwidth that, you know, I had a theory that when everybody gets home from work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, everything just comes to a screeching halt. He goes, no, you're on your own dedicated pipe.
Right.
And your dedicated 200 megabit download speed that's yours. So it doesn't matter if everybody comes home and fires up Pornhub at the same time, they're not going to impact your 200 megabits.
I've heard that's not how it used to be with specifically cable technology.
Yeah, well,
that
maybe.
At least like a neighborhood would be sharing. You might all have, I don't even think that's the case, that it's piped to your house, but that node at the end of your subdivision is throttled down to whatever. But I don't know. That could have changed 20 years ago.
In my yard.
Yeah, it's right between our houses.
But it's just that's
not a node.
Oh.
That's a, whatever the hell, that's a service point or whatever. The node is down at the end of the street or it's at the entrance of the subdivision. And he's right. That does service like all of our neighborhood, the whole fucking shooting match. So 300 homes or something like that.
It makes sense, though, that as more and more houses have more and more devices that are all streaming high-def 4K video, it's just fucking bandwidth out the ass coming into every town.
So I wonder what their maintenance was. Can you? I mean, I don't know what they got.
There was no maintenance. It was a lie, dude. It was a lie.
All
right. Well,
I bite. Let's bite.
Okay, fine. What were they doing?
At
7 a.m. on a Friday?
I agree. Yeah, upsetting each other.
Let's see how pissed off we can make society.
Right. It's like brownouts. But can they make? I guess they can. I don't know. Boosters. I mean, can they boost? You know, we have an existing infrastructure coming into our neighborhood. Everything, and then as you say, everything starts growing. Now you got all these people that are 4K TVs and all this shit. It's all growing and everything is streaming now, where it wasn't. I mean, as far as let's go 6 years ago, which our infrastructure was already set at that time.
Right. They haven't put new lines in since then. Yeah.
No, exactly. So is there some sort of an external booster they can make, or do they have? I
think we're probably at capacity on the existing infrastructure. Let's just talk about our neighborhood, and probably yours is the same way.
Yeah.
They put in fiber to the node. Fiber optics probably to the node, and then from there they're running copper all the rest of the way to the house. Someone out there that's a cable installer is like, these guys know what the fuck they're talking. Right, we don't.
We don't. You're right. You're absolutely right.
But let's
call in.
So they're running a different kind of cable to the house, to the box that sits in between our houses, and then from there it's fucking coax. It's running into the house.
Right. Yeah.
It's nothing special, and it's good high quality coax. It's insulated probably, and that runs into our house, and then it gets split off into other little pieces of coax. So it's just a little thin piece of copper that's putting all that fucking data through.
Yeah,
right?
but they changed all that. Like I can't. I have to have a box now, or it has to plug into everything coming out.
It has to be decoded, right? Because it's all compressed and has to be decompressed.
And now it has to come into either a box or a modem or something.
But the point is, though, is that there's one wire coming into your house from that box outside, and your internet at 200 megabit download speed, and all of your television programming. And if you had a telephone, that too would also come. That's small bits of data. That's not a whole lot of drain on things. But so all of that is coming through a fucking
you would think you would have like Mandingo's cock out there bringing that shit through.
Right. So I started looking at HTC to see about changing, and I'm this close. I mean, they have on their website, they advertise it. It's not in our neighborhood yet because, again, we live in the fucking armpit of America. Fiber to the home. So they'll take fiber from all the way into your house. Fiber optics all the way in. They'll put a box in your basement, and now you've got fiber optics coming all the way to the house.
You're set up then.
And then you can do 200 meg up and down. So, which right now you have 200 down and like 10 up or 15 up.
Yeah, if that.
So your upload speed's shit, but not many people are uploading a lot of stuff. But now if you can do 200 down and up, shit's just fucking humming at that point, and it's only going to get bigger from there. Fiber optics is shit at my brother-in-law, and he's a phone worker, but he splices fiber optic cable together. That's like
you told me you had like a little display of it and shit.
Yeah, like your first fiber optic splice, they put it in glass and like, look what you did, motherfucker. Because it's like David Copperfield shit. Right. How the fuck they do it?
How does Positrek work? It just does.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is your 200 meg speed service
Spectrum sucks.
is only at 170. Fuck Spectrum.
We're going to tag Ask Spectrum and
first world problems.
It is.
Well, it is.
Truly.
Look,
my 4K video is only HD. What the fuck?
So that is a first world problem. I would say real first world problems are like, oh, my phone charger's all the way upstairs, and that kind of shit.
That's just lazy.
But this is the world we live in. This is how my job works.
It's become a standard.
This is the way that things have to be. When it comes to, I didn't get to watch the last 10 minutes of this show because my internet went out or because my cable went down.
That's enough to fucking start a fire. That's nuts. A tire fire right there.
It was Orville last night. I was watching Orville, and which is a great fucking show for those who haven't watched it. Seth MacFarlane's fucking genius, and it's got Norm Macdonald in it. It's great. The whole fucking show's great.
When did he get into it?
He's the little blob. He's Yaphet. He plays a little fucking blob of jelly that...
That's funny.
But he doesn't have enough lines. Seth MacFarlane, if you're listening, give Norm more lines because he's probably one of the smartest and funniest guys ever. He plays an idiot, but I think he's extremely intelligent and witty. But yeah, I'm 10 minutes left in the Orville, and there goes the fucking internet last night, like 11:30 last night. I got more maintenance.
It's time to go to bed.
See, that's why they were maintenance this morning, because last night your shit wasn't working. Ours wasn't working either.
So how do you explain last Tuesday, or earlier this week, Tuesday, when it went down then too?
There were problems. So they were like, we got to get on it Friday morning. It doesn't matter if it's first part of the day.
And when they got out of their truck,
because if we don't, Ryan's going to bitch about us on a podcast.
Yeah. They were like, if you got a problem, I'll solve it.
Yeah, so this dude's going to show up at my house at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and he doesn't know what he's in for. Yeah, I'm going to be nice to him. It's not his fault,
It's working now, right?
He's going to be fucking freaking out because I'm going to be bringing a dog out like it's Hannibal Lecter right next door. Yeah. Like, what the fuck's wrong with your neighbor dragging a dog out in a crate?
What are you doing?
My dog's got to go to the vet, and it's not an easy dog to move. She's an asshole. She's a rescue dog. She was beaten 9 years ago by somebody else. She hasn't seen him since. And we haven't done anything to her. But yet she holds on to this, and
I think that guy might look a little like me because she took a long time before she even would come near me.
She still growls at me all the time. I say her name. She growls at me. It's fucking terrible. But I figured long ago, this dog gets to live a good life, and that's what it earned because it went through some shit at some point in its life. Anyhow, this fucking animal...
Jarod might die.
Excuse me.
Jared's all right. He's going to make it.
This is why we haven't been recording for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Jared came down with
got bronchitis.
He came down with a little touch of AIDS. But this fucking dog has to be crated because you can't put her on a leash. She won't let you touch her.
Can't put a collar on her.
We got a collar on her, and we've never taken it off.
But you can't hook the leash to it.
You can't hook the leash to it, or she'll fucking get you. And so
like Clark Griswold with the fucking
right. Yeah.
Just tie it to the bumper, Clark.
Right. So how we have to transport this animal is get in your crate. She gets in her crate because that's where she sleeps at night anyhow.
That's her home.
It's her bedroom. Mm-hmm. And she gets in. She'll sit there. Okay. Then we pick the crate up. My wife and I, and we walk the dog in the crate out the front door and put her all the way in the back of the car like luggage.
Hello, Clarice.
Right. And I'm like, fucking Hannibal. Like we're moving Hannibal Lecter.
And she doesn't fuss about that at all?
Well, she don't like it, but she's not.
Like,
she's
the whole
quiet.
time she's not like,
No. She don't growl. And once it's in the side, then she's like, yep, I don't want this. So then she'll allow my wife only, not me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go at her without falconry gloves. You fucking kidding me? But then she can put the fucking leash on her, and then everything's cool. Then she jumps out of the car. Then I can grab the crate, take it back in the house, and everything's fine. And then she'll stay on the...
Maybe that's what I should tell the cable guy tomorrow. I was like, you can come to my house after you go put a leash on the dog next door.
Yeah. And then...
it's not worth it.
And then once she's at the vet, as soon as the vet gets her on the table, instantly muzzled.
Really?
Every time. Instantly muzzled. And they've gotten to the point where they make my wife muzzle her because they don't want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a lot of work.
Fucking handful, man. And oh my God. So you come home at night and all they do is she just growls. She just looks out the window and growls all night. It's fucking terrible.
She just hates everybody.
Everything. She'll bark at shit. I'm like, if Michael Myers is not standing across the street under that light, I'm fucking kicking you. Just loses her fucking mind.
She's like she's Michael Douglas from Falling Down. She just fucking hates everybody. Yeah. She just wants to. I'm tired of everybody.
Stands at the door and
got
just
a lot of positive people.
It. Just fucking loses it on nothing. I'm like, there might be a leaf. It might be a leaf.
If she
fucking
could, she could talk. She'd be like, Joe. Motherfucker left another box on the front porch. Yeah. People littering on our porch.
Oh, yeah. Hates when a box is on the porch. Well, fuck. Oh, my God. Halloween, she put the like a blow-up thing at the door. Go out, plug it in. Dog barks 9 hours. Just straight. Woo, woo, woo. Yelling at it. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? It's doing nothing. It's not even moving. You got to move it all the way out of the line of sight or else this fucking dog... Oh my God! And the other dog is complete opposite. He's salt of the earth, man. He's a fucking great dog. But I can't. I have to. This is the cross that I must bear.
Yeah.
Billy's her name. Mm-hmm. She gets to live. She gets to live a great life, and just no one says nothing.
Yeah. Well, she's kind of like a lot of people say that
she'll live 30 more years too. I guarantee fucking to you.
She'll be kicking dirt on your grave.
Right? Yeah.
I'll tell you that motherfucker loud.
Oh shit!
No, that people say that you'll love my cat. It acts just like a dog. It's like, well, why didn't you get a fucking dog?
Get a dog,
yeah.
Right?
But it sounds like your dog is kind of like a cat. Like it really wants nothing to do with humans at all.
But see, then she'll go through. No, she loves. She just wants to be there all the time. It's fucked up. So you settle in for the evening. You turn on your TV show, whatever, Office, normally. Still like watching The Office a lot.
Right.
One dog climbs up on her right next to her hip, and the other one Billy lays on the floor, and you got to rub her with a foot. And I'm like, this is fucking work, man. I don't pet them at all. I don't. If you pet them, then they're yours.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
No, dogs are work, man. That's the thing about cat owners versus dog owners. If you want to have a cat, it's kind of like today I don't feel like fucking with that cat,
and it's okay,
and you're fine, and the cat's fine with it, and it just kind of self-maintains.
I said next we're getting fish.
yeah. I mean, they pretty much don't fuck with you. You give them a little food every day, and it's all good.
Maybe,
yeah.
You kind of give them food.
Dogs. I mean, we got the puppy, and that's
work.
She's constant work, and she just got spayed 2 days ago. So she's a lot of work right now. And so the old dog, Archie, he anytime he hears her collar jingle or he thinks that you might be petting her or showing her some affection, he's like, what's going on? And he'll come over and he'll nose you and he'll lick you and be like, hey, can I get a little of that action over here? It's like, motherfucker, chill the fuck out, just... you get plenty of loving, man. The dogs are work, man.
He was that way with Penny, though, too, right? If one of them...
Yeah, they were very competitive. Yeah. They were always nosing in on each other. This isn't
necessarily new with this dog.
No, I think it's just dogs. I think the dogs love to...
be loved.
Yeah, they love to be petted, and whatever. It's cool. So all I got... With him, he's easy because, I rub his ears and I pat him on the head and I fuck with him a little bit, and then he's happy, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go over here and lay down now. And that motherfucker snores now too. I think I didn't know a dog could have a deviated septum, but he's got apnea. I think we got to get him a
CPAP.
Oh my god!
Maybe
Can you imagine?
They call it a CPUP. I think.
Maybe. But I'm pumped.
No, we got to. I don't know. We got to get him worked on though. I think he just needs to lose 30 pounds.
Thinking about dogs and shit. I seen that Canada's having a huge moose problem, and so how they're handling it is they're airdropping wolves into
fucking Canada is awesome.
Yeah. They're like, and I'm starting to think, you know what? I think we should handle every problem that way.
Yeah,
you know,
cables down,
airdrop.
Where's
wolves?
the wolves? Bring in the wolves.
Airdrop wolves. Airdrop. That means they're fucking pushing my helicopter.
What, are they got shoots on these
wolves?
I mean,
all I read was airdrop.
That reminds me, Airwolf. Did you hear?
Yeah, that guy died.
Jan Michael Vincent died, 70-something.
74.
But
so I didn't watch.
The first thing I thought of is that guy still alive? Seriously, I thought he died like 20 years ago.
Well, it's bad whenever your claim to fame is fucking Airwolf.
Yeah,
right.
right.
I mean, I don't know how many seasons it was on, but I don't remember watching it.
It was the helicopter guy, wasn't he?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, there was a movie too. Was that Airwolf? There was a movie that was similar to it, maybe.
I don't know.
That was something like that, where it was like a cop that flew a helicopter. Anyway, vigilante kind of deal.
Dude, the picture I seen of him, he looked like he was Michael J. Fox's stunt double, though. I mean, he had the hair, the jacket, and everything.
When I saw the story, it said his character's name. Goddamn, I have to look it up. But his character's name in Airwolf was the most 80s sitcom.
Stu Stevens.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Fucking Jeff Riker.
It's worse. Hold on. And there's someone out there like, man, I love that show, and his name was. Yeah, your fucking internet's not working, Jarod.
What?
Your fucking internet.
Maybe.
There we go. There we go. I got it.
It's fucking Gus
you
Frederick.
Stringfellow was his first name.
Stringfellow?
I'm not making this shit up.
That's not real, tholl.
Hold on. I can't. It's cut off, so I can't read the whole fucking thing.
That was his name, like, as the fucking Airwolf?
Yeah.
Stringfellow?
Yeah. His first name was
stupid.
Hold on.
What's
I
his
know.
last name?
Oh, man, your internet's
Let's go
slow.
Google. What?
I thought they'd have some fucking great name, like a cool name, like fucking...
I think that they thought that was cool in 1984.
Dirk Johnson.
Stringfellow Hawk.
What?
Yeah.
Stringfellow Hawk.
I ain't lying.
I never knew that.
Stringfellow Hawk.
Look at that fucking mustache. God, that's giving me a boner.
That's a different guy. But yeah, look at he doesn't have a button on that shirt.
No, hell no. Why would you?
84, man. 84. Just go all natural.
Just do it,
you know.
Yeah. Open it up. Well, and he ain't got no hair. There's no body hair.
No. He was waxing before waxing was cool.
Yeah, he was metrosexual before it was cool.
But Jan Michael Vincent, like that's it. I mean that's apparently he was in The Mechanic in the early 70s. Like that's.
I thought he was dead a long time ago.
I don't even know how that's newsworthy. Like,
I think that's what was newsworthy is that no one realized he was still alive.
Maybe. Along with King Kong Bundy.
Right?
Yeah, I seen that too.
And then
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, right.
Like, how the fuck is this just now happening?
Right.
And Luke Perry?
Yeah. I think whenever a big one goes, like, Luke Perry was kind of a big deal. He was young and, that unexpected.
That was a big deal. That's crazy.
And we all, like, fuck, he's close to our age, It's like, that's scary shit,
I'm 9 years from you, Luke. Jeez.
So whenever he kicks off, they're like, well, it happens in threes. We got to find 2 celebrities as fast as possible so we can shut this loop. And so,
so
they
you're
come
trying
up
to
with old Stringfellow Hawk and
so you're trying to tell me that the fucking celebrity death circle it got snipers out there? Like, all right, start picking them off.
What do we take off? Jan Michael Vincent's still alive. Really? Where's that motherfucker?
Airwolf? Got him.
Old Stringfellow Hawk? That guy? Yeah. Let's go get him.
I'll get him while he's pushing carts at Schnucks.
I was surprised how young was it King Kong Bundy?
69, wasn't he?
I thought it was like 61 or something.
No.
I don't know. I'm not looking
still,
at that.
That dude looked 60-something when he was wrestling back in the day.
I think the only evolution with King Kong Bundy was that he got more tattoos, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
But man, he was a big dude. He was trying to channel that Andre the Giant kind of deal.
He was after the Giant? No, he wasn't.
No, he was trying to kind of be that type of character, just the big...
you can't be...
63 years old, he died at 63.
Wouldn't you have thought that guy was older than 63?
Yeah, like 163. Right. That motherfucker fought dragons.
The internet is full of he was 6'4", 458 pounds. That's his build weight. So may have been fudging a little bit on that. I don't think he was 458. 6'4", though, whatever. But
but Andre was 7'5".
Right.
And had a fucking index finger like a dick.
Yeah, right. Did you hear the stories about Andre the Giant? Like when he would sit down to drink, like we sit down and we'll drink,
112.
Yeah.
He drank 112 12-ounce beers in a sitting.
God. Yeah, and never peed once.
I don't know about
that.
But,
I can understand.
No, I don't know either. But he
but
did.
I know he drank 112 12-ounce beers.
He peed for 45 minutes the next morning.
Yeah. He put out a fucking California forest fire.
Yeah.
Now, do you think King Kong Bundy was anyone's favorite wrestler?
No.
No.
I mean, some people will say
Like
that
his
probably,
mom.
but in reality, in the moment, whenever you were watching
Mom was
WWF, no one was waiting for King Kong Bundy to roll out on stage. You were waiting for the Ultimate Warrior or Hogan or Macho Man or guys like that. You didn't give a shit about.
I'd rather seen Iron Sheik.
Getting a King Kong
Nikolai
Bundy match
Volkov.
on WWF was like getting a Shemp episode on the Three Stooges. Like, fuck, a Shemp.
What was that?
But he was kind of the old
Joe.
school.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
He had the unitard on, just the black onesie. Like he didn't have the.
Yeah, but he wrestled. He was popular like when they still taped razor blades in their hands and shit.
Right.
That shit wasn't. Yeah.
He was on his way out when we were watching, I think, in the 80s. And
You're right. Yeah, Andre the Giant. Build height 7'4".
Damn.
Build weight 520 pounds. The most interesting thing, I've never looked up wrestlers, I guess, on Wikipedia, but the ring names, they list all their different ring names. So he was Andre Roussimoff, Andre the Giant, Giant Fair, Giant Machine, Monster Eiffel Tower, and Monster Roussimoff, which Roussimoff is his last name. So like, wow, that's fucked up.
I was going to say he was a French guy.
Yeah.
He died in Paris.
And King Kong Bundy's ring names were Big Daddy Bundy, Boom Boom Bundy. Real original. He was... His birth name had nothing to do with Bundy. His birth name was Christopher Allen Polly's. Chris Canyon.
Window 2.
Crippler Cannon. King Kong Bundy, and Man Mountain Cannon Jr. There was a senior.
Yeah. Following him around. What a...
I was never that enough into WWE. I watched it. I enjoyed it in the heyday. I watched the WrestleManias, but there's people out there that are they are deep.
Well, he would have been more. He would have been more wrestling at the Chase type shit.
Yeah, I think he was around. Maybe he wasn't. Was he WWF or was he WCW?
I think he was WWF, but like I said, it would have been at the end of his career when all those Hogan and Macho Man were getting big.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so he was WCW first, according to 82, and then he did get to the World Wrestling Federation in 85 to 88, and who fucking knows? Then he went off into oblivion. He retired, came back in 94. Well, in the old independent circuit up there in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
we're wrestling for a wheel of cheese. Go at each other.
That's where Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown.
And King Kong Bundy were running the Oshkosh circuit up there. And
Superfly Snuka. Oh, man.
Well, we sit back and laugh at it, but whenever we were kids watching it, it was,
shit was
it was, we thought, I thought the shit was real, I
went to see Ultimate Reuter, and he fought Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik.
Here in town in St. Louis?
At the old barn.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did Iron Sheik, did he change his name or something? He become something else?
Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, that's right. No, there was something with he didn't change his name, but he started doing the whole Iraq persona.
Did he?
With like the military uniform back in the war, and like Sergeant Slaughter.
But I think he was more. At that time he was like Gaddafi or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Good old days.
Excuse me.
Yeah. His 7-Eleven was probably up and running well by that time, and like fuck, I'm gonna do that.
So what else you want to fucking talk about, guys?
I don't know.
Want to do a shot?
Oh yeah,
let's
let me
do
get that
that
out. I'll get that shit out.
Maybe that'll get our creative juices flowing.
Some homebrew coming.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
All right, Joe's gonna get it for us.
Hold on.
We're gonna have to snake that hose.
We were inspired by.
We'll get that.
Chris at Stubborn German making his own beer. So
Joe built a still.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let us know what you if you listen to the anniversary episodes live on location, Stubborn German.
And who didn't really?
Come on. Everybody did, right? I mean, the numbers were through the roof for that episode. Like those episodes
emptied your catheter or something.
But yeah, let us know what you thought about that. Send us an email, loadthispodcast@gmail.com, or hit us up on the socials at loadthispodcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those are big drinks.
Man.
It does look like a catheter.
We're gonna need an explanation here in a minute.
Well, he'll give us the full rundown. I don't want to spoil it for him. He's gonna give us a chemical makeup.
We're gonna leave that out because we're gonna finish that.
Oh, Jesus!
It's not a lot.
I told you.
Well, you'll want to.
We should have brought sleeping bags.
You want to.
So what do we got here?
All right,
let's get Joe back on the air with us.
All right. So what this is melted down bath salt.
That's about right.
And with a little bit of liquid chlorine.
Yeah.
And we top it off with a little ginger root.
and one apple wedge.
Which is I didn't bring tonight, so you'll
imagine it's there.
Yeah. So this is a thing my bride makes from time to time. It's called apple pie moonshine. I don't know where she got the recipe, but it's not hers. She does it very well, though. And it's a fifth of vodka, fifth of Everclear, 2 gallons of apple juice, some other things. It gets cooked on whoever's hearing this, I don't know what the fuck that is. You know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm not breaking any ground here.
The best part is that after you drink it, if you run out of gas, you can just piss in your gas tank.
Right.
And
That's pretty much it.
I'm pretty sure it's flammable.
So
Joe texted us earlier. It said he's bringing apple pie moonshine. It's worse than bath salts.
Yes. So this is it's good stuff, and you really won't taste the booze. I'm telling you.
No, you don't. It's
so you ready to do this?
Stuff. Here you go. Cheers, gentlemen.
Get a load of this.
You could drink it like a shot, like Joe, or you could take it in 2, 3. However you want.
First of all, that's fucking delicious.
It's which is terrifying.
Should we swill it?
Yeah. So it is delicious.
Holy fuck!
You don't taste the booze, do you?
Not much. That's good.
It's so the last time I drank this specific blend made by the same practitioner was, what was it, the McGregor fight?
Yep.
And we drank a fucking gallon of this shit.
A gallon of it.
Oh my god!
Between 5 of us.
So yeah, we were. But it was mostly you and I think.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And let me put it this way.
No.
I woke up on my dining room floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but we aren't drinking near that much.
No,
I didn't bring near as much.
This was
now you got
just a 2-liter,
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But I still got over a gallon of this shit at the house. And what I like
Does
to
it
do
go bad?
No. I got it in the fridge.
Yeah, I mean, it's got all that alcohol in it. It's got to keep
you
it,
just got to shake it up.
Yeah.
But it's got a great taste. It's an awesome. So beginning of football season, the last couple of years, and I think she's done it for me. I think I've asked for it 3 times and I got it once. So she'll make a big old batch of it, and then I'll have it downstairs at the bar, and I'll watch football down there, and then I'll get up, and I got these. These are the perfect shot glasses.
It's like a little plastic rocks glass.
It's like a 4-ounce glass.
Yeah,
and I'll pour me up what we just did, and I'll wolf a shot. It's like it's Sunday, so I don't want to get all fucked up.
Right.
But boy, this shit takes the edge off. And I'll do, it'll be I watch Red Zone, so there's no commercials. I love that. And then so I'll watch, half hour, 45 minutes of it goes by, and I'll get up, pour me a little shot, wolf it, go sit back down, cool, wait for the effects.
Yeah,
it happens. I'm starting to feel all right. I get up about 40 minutes later,
start singing,
do another one. But it's something that, one, it keeps you interested. It keeps you from not falling asleep on the boring stuff. And then it's delicious. And it's not like you've been drinking booze.
Yeah, no, it doesn't taste like booze at all.
But we abused it that night. Abused it.
No, the damn jug kept coming out. I mean, we barely got the cup empty and put it down, and there comes the jug. I was like, God damn, man.
And you can't say no.
No, you can't. And I think I was drinking gin that night, too, which is probably another mistake. But, yeah, it was a rough night. It was
I woke up the next day.
It was a good fight, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I wanted McGregor to win.
Yeah. Most people did. But we knew he wasn't gonna. There's no, I mean.
Was this the Mayweather one?
Yeah.
I
think
deep down we knew he wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Which I think everybody had that
inkling
wondering in the back of their mind, like maybe he can pull this off.
Well,
that 2 rounds in,
but
he
was
no.
such a scrapper. Well, fuck, he went 10 rounds.
Right.
He was such a scrapper. And
but the only reason I think he went 10 rounds is because Mayweather let him.
Right.
Right.
But he could have shut that shit down in round 2, 3.
Pretty much did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, we're not going the distance.
Yeah.
I'm just going to fuck.
Are we done with this? I'm getting paid now just what I was getting paid earlier. So
well, right. But hey, give us a show.
Yeah.
Don't go out there and Tyson that shit. I don't need a 15-second knockout.
I think boxing might be coming back.
You
I
think?
hope so. I love boxing.
Yeah, I love boxing too.
Love boxing.
And I know it,
but I like heavyweights. I don't really like the lighter weights.
And there hasn't been a great heavyweight for quite some time.
Quite some time. Yeah. I would love.
Who's the British guy right now? Crap. I should have known his name before I started talking about it. Real big, huge, like super heavyweight dude, jacked motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, don't know many.
The only heavyweight that I really know, and they're both pretty much on their way. Well, the one is out, and the other one's pretty much out. It's Klitschko.
Okay, right.
Vladimir and Vitaly. Vitaly, I think, is the older one, and he's done.
Yeah.
And Vladimir Klitschko, who was married to Hayden Panettiere or whatever.
Panettiere, yeah. Now she's married to some hockey player, right?
And gave her kid up.
What?
Kids in Russia with him.
All right, well, she just went down a bunch of notches.
Gave her kid up.
That's fucked up.
Hayden Panettiere or whatever?
Gave her child
I never
up.
heard that.
Wow. You know what is her claim to fame? She was
Heroes.
She was on Heroes.
That's pretty much it.
That's it?
She's made some movies.
She was on something else too. She did like a Mean Girls type thing or something.
And then she's saving whales and shit like that. I know she got some publicity for that, but
Nashville, wasn't she in Nashville?
I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but my wife did.
I never watched it.
My wife was telling me, you'd like it because that Hayden Panettiere's. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I like Connie Britton. Connie Britton is the older woman in Nashville. I never watched it,
but she's her head is too big for the rest of her body. Yeah. I mean, she's a pretty girl. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
But if you
really look at her, like her
I know she was in Bring It On. She was in Bring It On.
Oh, okay, the cheerleading movie thing. I got you.
Anthony Joshua is who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
He's a big motherfucker. Anyway, sorry.
Is he a heavyweight fighter?
Super heavyweight, yeah.
Well, see that now, but now you're getting away from, because now you have to basically have tree trunks that can throw their arms,
right?
And now you're out of it.
But it wasn't fair to have one heavyweight division because you got these huge dudes who are just dominating normal heavyweights.
Right.
But Mike was a smaller heavyweight, and he just went in there and just fucking destroyed guys.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an anomaly, though. He was
an anomaly.
But wouldn't it be great if there was someone like that that came along again?
Oh,
that was just...
You don't even realize that you're missing it when you're seeing it, because you watch Mike come in and out, then you watch Evander Holyfield, who was another great boxer, then you watch Lennox Lewis. I mean...
We had a string, but I think question for the boxing experts out there, would Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, would they have been as big a deal if Mike Tyson hadn't kind of brought back boxing in 84, 85, around that time?
Well, yeah, I mean, they were both of
he brought a lot of attention to the sport.
Yeah, Olympic boxers. They were both Olympic boxers, I want to say in 84 in LA.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to bring boxing to the common man, to bring it to the forefront of pop culture.
Well, when he brought it, the money is when he brought money, people wanted to see him fight.
Right.
He's the first. He was the first.
People who were not boxing fans became fans to watch him.
They heard about what Tyson did in the ring.
Nintendo game had kids were watching.
Same with Ali.
Same with Ali. I was going to say the same with McGregor. I mean, McGregor gets a lot of credit, and rightfully so, for bringing MMA to the forefront. I mean, if it wasn't for, not just him. There's a lot of guys.
I mean, he was the most recent of in that time, and now his time is come and gone, and you have like Tyron Woodley, who is a St. Louis native and from North County.
Yeah.
And he's, now you're looking at the forefront of guys like him, whereas McGregor's is going away.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda Rousey's going away. She had her time. Chuck Liddell had his time.
Yeah. It's all fleeting. I mean, it's a brutal sport.
Yeah.
You get
it's hard to
you get a couple years.
And so knowing that, can you fault Conor McGregor for going and making $30 million and getting his ass kicked?
I think he'll do it again.
He should.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know who will fight, but I think he'll do it again.
Somebody will fight him, but
as long as his fighting style is pertinent.
Yeah,
it's worth
as long as it's
watching.
not boxing. Yeah.
But my son and I were talking about this the other day. McGregor specifically, what motivation does he have to want to train and bust his ass to be a champion again? He's already gotten paid more than he'll ever make in MMA. And, it's hard.
I can't believe that your son doesn't know why.
What do you mean?
You can never have enough money.
No. I think if you're a true athlete,
you just want to be a victor.
You just want to be the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that.
And that drive never leaves.
Right.
It just never leaves you.
Yeah. We're going to have to give him some help. We're going to have to dial 911 and just keep your finger on the next one.
Yeah. I'm waiting
don't
for
you
him
think
to
he's kind of
roll over and snatch his wallet and leaving. What are you talking about?
Don't you think it's the same with Rousey and McGregor where they aren't working as hard in training, and by the time they get to the fight, they're just not ready. They didn't prepare the way they should have. The other person's hungry. They want it.
Hungrier.
Well,
when you're on top,
I mean, Rousey quit. She quit fighting completely to go fucking wrestle.
Yeah. She's already calling that out. She's like, I'm not the man no more.
But if it was all about the champion's hunger and fight, then they'd never stop.
Well, this is why Rocky is a great movie.
Well, you're right.
It portrays exactly that.
I watched Mike Tyson's last fight against
nobody.
Yeah. Against a tall white guy.
Yeah, just say it's probably a white guy,
and beat him and beat Mike Tyson.
Right.
And when Mike came down, he was like, "I'll never fight again.
Mm-hmm.
I should have destroyed him. That is a C-class fighter at best."
Mm-hmm. I was really hoping you'd do a Tyson impersonation.
C-class fighter at best. Yeah, I can't do Tyson.
That was more Cartman.
Yeah. But anyway, I can't. He was like, I can't fight no more.
Yeah.
I mean, Father Time loses to no one.
Sure.
The real shame of Mike Tyson, and now he's making money again, but the real shame is that he made so much money and he was just an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Buying tigers and shit like that. He ended up broke, And,
I mean, he had people taking advantage of
him. But and that's the real
He's still making
shame.
choices. He's still making choices, man. You can blame it on people taking advantage of you. Like, you let those people into your circle.
Right.
You're the one that allowed
MC
them in.
Hammer, you did that to yourself.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice, all of them. I mean, all these guys that just made really bad decisions.
Vanilla Ice got hung over the fucking side of a building, so all his money got shook out.
Choices.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it'd be great to see that sport come back and be.
God, I would love it too, because I loved pay-per-view boxing so much. I mean, the days that it would come up, because I would get them all, and even before I would buy them, I had a friend of mine that worked for Charter, and he got everything, and so I bet I'm coming to your house and we're watching these fights. I watched all of them. Trinidad, De La Hoya, all of them fucking things. We did all of them. I loved it. It was so fun to just stand there and be drunk, of course, and watching these motherfuckers beat the living shit out of each other. It's a party. There's always a lot of people around. I love it.
Yeah.
And I could be 80 years old and still feel the same way about it. I love the day that it brings. It's like a Super Bowl day to me. Well, and it's always on a Saturday.
So my wife will watch, I never watch much live, usually if it's UFC or if it's boxing, it's always like a pre-recorded. It's something that's on Fox Sports or it's on one of those ESPN or something like that. And especially with UFC, she's like, "Oh my God, it's so brutal. How can you watch this stuff?" I'm like, I want to say it's a guy thing. I think it is. It's something in our brains that we really enjoy watching that pugilism. We watching someone beat the shit out of someone.
$5 word he dropped.
I'm telling you.
And that a lot of women just can't appreciate it. But yeah, man, it's exciting. It makes everything tense in your body whenever you're watching that fight, and you're like, oh shit, and your whole body just like you're in it if you enjoy it, I guess. But
now I did back when I watched boxing, I used to have a hard time watching MMA or UFC. It was
because I'd rather watch boxing.
Well, it was too violent. Like I would cringe watching these fuckers get pounded.
Well, now, in the early days, whenever there really were
I was going to say, I feel like it used to be worse.
Yeah. Well, it was. I mean, they had to fine-tune the rules.
Chuck Liddell and back when, what was his name? Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock, yeah.
And then the one that he fought, the I want to say Lucchese, but that's not even close to the name. The one that the jiu-jitsu guys, the first guys,
Hoist Gracie,
right,
Gracie, when all them Gracie guys came, that was, but that basically was
fighting to the death,
right? Almost murder scenes is what I was thinking. I mean, those were almost murder scenes.
Yep.
And
like, should I be watching this? This seems like the police should be.
Seems
involved.
like I feel like I have to testify after this, but. Now that
it was hard to watch.
It's become more of a sport. And they've added, no more jeans. And
right. Now they got what's that thing we watched that the Barstool puts on?
The
Rough and Rowdy. That's what Rough and Rowdy is. You get two assholes in jean shorts.
Yeah, but those guys are just street fighters. Those bullshit. There's no training in that.
They throw one punch and they're winded. They can't
right. That's not real.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's coming up soon, right?
They've had one.
Is there another Rough and Rowdy?
They had one right during Super Bowl in Atlanta, I think. They kind of tied it together somehow. They do them more than once a year. They roll through like 2 or 3 a year.
Dude, I'm telling you, I should do one. I want to do one.
Yeah, if they come to the metropolitan area, I think we're signing you up, man.
I'll do it.
I think you should be a handler for the midget wrestling. When's that? That's in May.
I haven't got any emails.
We got to look into that.
No,
too.
I did that in July, but
that's happening.
But that's rotating. They come around more than Taylor Swift. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, they should be around. They should be around soon.
Yeah.
If not,
your hat reminded you got a Cardinals hat on.
I do.
And I went to work yesterday, and the guy that sits next to me says, "What are you doing on April 4th?" I'm like, I don't know. What day is that? No, it's Thursday. I'm like, nothing, I guess. I don't know what's going on. He's like, well, I got you a ticket with me and a couple other guys here to go see Cardinals on opening day. And
very cool.
This guy's he's from England, so he works here temporarily. So he's not a baseball fan, Cardinal fan, but he's trying to.
He set aside a week for this shit.
Yeah.
That's about how long a cricket match takes.
He's trying to take it in and appreciate it. So he bought me and a couple other coworkers opening day tickets to go with him. Yeah. Nice. So I'm super excited. I've never gone to opening day before.
You go like every other year.
Yeah, we were doing it for every year for a while there. Rich and I were, and then we fell off.
It's probably going to snow.
Yeah.
Well, that was what was starting to kind of turn me off on the whole thing, is that we had several years in a row of shitty weather, and I was like, this is fucking miserable. Why do I want to take a vacation day, spend all this money, because you can never get that ticket at face value. I mean, if you get lucky, I guess you can. So I'm paying a lot of money for the ticket.
He was only getting like 100 megs a second on his internet.
Right. And I have to go down there. Early to start drinking.
Right.
And to get a good parking spot. And then shit, by the time the first pitch is thrown, I'm half tanked, and and then it rained, or it was like 12 degrees. Well, shit, we went to a game last year, and it was cold. It was early. Cold. It wasn't opening day. It was opening weekend, though, and it was cold as hell. And we're out there bundled up in hats and gloves, and it's like, this is not baseball weather. So I love opening day and the pageantry of it all,
right?
And the Clydesdales and all that good stuff. But it's like, fuck, I don't know.
I just got a thing.
Hope you have good weather,
because I do too. My wife just got for being a nurse. Cardinals have their health nights or whatever, and there's like 6 or 7 nights. I think there was 2 games. One was May 6th, and it's against the Phillies that I would go, because Bryce Harper. And the other one I think we are going to do is the July 28th. It's Sunday, 1:15 game, and it's against the Astros. But it's
interleague now,
$60. And it's the all you can eat, all you can drink.
Yeah.
Sitting there, So
yeah, those are good deals. I mean, so I go to a lot of games for work events, the corporate events, and so everybody thinks like, oh, it's a great deal. You get to go to a suite or one of those things. You don't watch the game. I would much rather go and just sit in a seat out wherever, hopefully decent, I mean, but even if it's a nosebleed, you pay a hell of a lot more attention to the game whenever you're at one of these things.
Oh, no. So I recently went to a Blues game, not with Ryan.
Yeah.
And we sat in the nosebleeds at
Enterprise Center now. Yeah.
That was like watching a hockey game sitting in a car seat.
Yeah, they're a lot smaller seats up
Holy
there.
shit. Yeah. It was fucking terrible.
And compared to the last game you went to, when you were on a sofa.
Fucking cakewalked. I sat down and the fucking guy, we weren't even there yet, and this dude was already scrunched up. And I'm not.
There's nobody around you, man. Why you all?
And I'm not small.
Yeah.
I sat next to him. I said, we're going to get to know each other. Sat right down. Well, then I fucking put on this seat. And I just sat there with like this, and my beer out in front of me, just holding it, and I couldn't even drink it. I was like,
you basically put on the Enterprise Center like a jacket.
I just put on fucking Section 303 like a schmedium shirt. Fucking disgusting. And there's no fun. There's no fun in that. Yeah. I couldn't even jump up when they scored. I damn near spilt my drink. I had to shimmy my fat ass out of this chair. I was like, I'll never do that again. I even
got to bring a pry bar and Crisco to get my ass out of the seat.
Fuck this, man. I would, then you see the towel guy over there fucking. Yeah. I'm thinking, you're a fucking douche nozzle.
Yeah. Now you hate everybody there.
I was so mad. I was like, but and then it was Bruins. I got the tickets because the guy at work.
They won the game, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
In shootout, but we left early. The guy at work, Frank, he's from Boston, and he was going to bring his family there, and they all backed out or something like that. And he's like, I got 4 tickets to this fucking game. Do you want to go? And it was Rizzuto night.
All right, yep.
And so I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll go. I'll go with you. Yeah, come on, suck it down.
Man, I'm lagging behind.
And because we got to do a review at the end of this.
Right.
And he's like, I got these tickets. I was like, hell yeah, I'll go. Because I was thinking of the last wonderful time that I got to go.
Yeah.
And this time I was fucking pissed. $13.50 for a beer.
For a beer, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I got first round, boys. I said,
hold on, I'm going to need a second mortgage.
4 beer. I said, I'll need four beers. And they go,
and a refi.
6, yeah. Yeah, what kind of financial package do you guys got here? 36 more payments and I'm done. I said, okay. They go, 16 or 25. I'm like, 25 ounce. Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
I brought all my balls with me. So 25 ounce all around. And she goes, okay. And she types up and she goes, $55. And she turn around to get the beers. And I'm like, did she say $35?
Clearly you miscalculated here, man.
Because I think that it should be $35. And I look at the screen, it's $55. And I'm like, fuck, I've spent less on dinner for 3.
Right.
That's ridiculous. And so she comes over with 2 of them and they're just regular 2x4s, mind you. And she's cracking them with a fucking
pitchfork or something.
Yeah. And I'm like, don't tear a bunch of holes in the top. I'll open my lip up. And I go, are you sure it's $55? She goes, well, hold on. It's $13.50 a beer. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
I'm wheezing over here.
And so I said, okay.
Mucinex.
I said, well, and
our first guest on the show is going to be the little fucking green Mucinex guy.
And I felt bad because, he gave us the tickets, but I shouldn't have felt too bad because I paid for parking and I drove down there.
And you bought $55 worth of beer.
And then I bought the first round. And I was like, fellas, I'm done. Yeah. That's it. And then one of the guys that rode with us, he's like, I'll get you a beer, Joe. And I'm like, all right, thank you. I mean, can you hold it for me too? Because that would be better. And if you could put a straw from that to me, now we're in business.
Right.
And
I saw something about, I think it's Minnesota, the baseball stadium. I don't know what the hell they call it up there where the Twins play, that they have introduced this season two new concessions in specific sections where prices are significantly lower. So a beer,
yeah, but the fucking lines are probably out the asshole.
Well, they're in one's in a lower section, like a 100 level, and the other one's a 300 level. But I think they're meant more for like families to be able to make it more affordable for a family. But the prices are still high, So like a beer is $7 as opposed to $9, but it's not a 16-ounce beer; it's a 12-ounce beer.
Right.
And then nachos were 5 instead of 6, or 4 instead of 6, but they're smaller nachos. Sodas were $2 instead of $4.50, but it's a smaller soda.
Right. So Arthur Blank did the same thing when he opened the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 12-ounce beer all over the whole stadium. 12-ounce draft beer is $2.
That's
a hot dog was $1. A cheeseburger's $2.
Is it still that way?
Still right now.
No shit.
Falcons?
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I've heard that the other day.
He said, I don't care what it takes. I want families to be able to come to the game.
Right. Well, and so he's still making money.
He's killing it. Yeah. Well, he's selling 2x4s to all kinds of people.
Well,
I
sure,
don't care
but
what
also,
it takes. I want families to be able to drink beer.
Right.
Yeah, and beat their wives and throw up. And, but
his profit margins got smaller, but he's selling a hell of a lot more quantity. Yeah. So, I mean, it's simple fucking economics.
It's profit margins. Yeah, they got smaller. So they're instead of 35%, he's making 28%.
Yeah,
off shit, and
right,
yeah, and so what? But now he's got sold out seats at a stadium and okay, so now advertisement goes up, so he's making it on the back end like no other,
right, and everything, concessions, foam fingers, and shit like that.
And they have a Chick-Fil-A that never opens
because it's always on Sundays.
They have a Chick-Fil-A in that stadium that never opens. That's so stupid.
Someone probably should have thought that one through.
But you know what's fucked up? I didn't know this about Chick-Fil-A. So you sign up to be a franchisee for Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
You sign up.
I think I've heard what you're going after here. I've heard this.
They don't tell you where you're going to be.
Yeah.
When your name pulls up and they're ready to deal out a franchise, they say, okay.
Sheboygan it is.
Yeah.
Really?
You're going to Dover.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you tell them no, you go to the bottom of the list. Right. And then but that's it. And then, so you might wait another 2-3 years before you come back to the top.
Huh.
So some fucking jackass got hit with, you're going to be in the Falcon Stadium, and you're thinking, hell yeah, that's great. But you're not open on Sundays. Nope, we're not. So I got 8 home games that I can't do a goddamn thing with.
You're praying for Thursday night football.
Yeah, yeah.
A Monday night game, Thursday night game, that's all you got.
Yeah,
and maybe a preseason on a Saturday,
or a Taylor Swift concert.
Well, yeah, true.
Or mud trucking, shit like that. I mean,
right.
But the whole reason the whole place is there is, and you never.
Yeah, wow.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You guys big Chick-fil-A fans?
Not at all.
No?
I don't get that. I don't understand it. I don't
think it's pretty good.
And I'll tell you what,
it's
right now.
It's tasty, but it doesn't excite me.
Their drive-through looks like it's a fucking border crossing.
But
their cars are so fucking backed up all
the time.
It's the
most efficient thing you've ever experienced. Next time you see it in the worst possible way, drive up and you're like, oh my God, that looks like a border crossing.
Looks like a fucking border crossing.
Pull into that son of a bitch. You'll be out of there in 7 minutes. And your fucking order will be right too. And they'll be nice to you.
I was going to say, I appreciate the friendliness of the people at the Chick-fil-A's.
I was at one in Mississippi going down to the Boy
3 times in my life.
I think it was Mississippi, and you just never know what you're gonna run across, So we stopped. It's Chick-fil-A. How bad could it be? And it was jam packed. The parking lot was ridiculous. Impossible to find a parking spot.
Tents up and shit.
Yeah, and it was just. I was like, this is going to be miserable. Go inside, sea of people, barely any. It was like a nightclub. It was night at the fucking Roxbury, trying to get me a chicken sandwich. But I got in line, and it's like clockwork. And every employee was sweet as pie, nice as hell. I mean, the other customers were left a little bit desired, but they were doing everything they could to make it a great customer service experience. Which brings me full circle to fucking Spectrum.
Charter. God.
You know what?
No, wait, we need it. Before you go off, let's rate this.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'll let you boys go first.
So it tasted a lot like apple pie. It had that sort of sweet cinnamony syrup kind of. Yeah. It was good. It wasn't just like apple juice. It was
no, it's better than that. It's more than that.
Yeah,
but it's
there's other things, and she used to put cinnamon. It gets cooked with like a bunch of cinnamon sticks, and then she gave them out one year as Christmas gifts, and they had a little cinnamon stick in it and everything.
No, it's delicious. I mean, if you want to maybe give it a number, it's a different scale because we're not talking
it's hard
about
to compare
beer.
it to beer, but
as far as like drinks or a shot, let's go with a shot.
Yeah.
You know, so then it's right up there. It's like a 8.3.
Yeah.
You know,
it's in the 8s for sure. I would swill that over Jack
Daniels. It might be
something.
pushing up towards 9. But see, like you give a 9, man. It's like what's there's
right.
You know,
nothing's a 10. Come on.
Right.
To me, this is like getting your balls kissed while you watch football.
That's a solid analogy.
That's what I rate it.
3 ball kissings while you're watching football.
Yeah, like,
you got to appreciate something that fucks you up that doesn't make you gag or you know tight and tense up or whatever.
Well, but
burn
see, the
going
thing
down,
is that you
pain.
can't rate it that way because a sick dick will get you fucked up without gagging you.
Well, you know.
What?
It doesn't hurt going down.
I know.
So, no, it's really good. Give her
I know from experience.
my compliments. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
And you brought just the right amount because any more than that, it
would have been.
Yeah.
Well, she
got
goes.
fucked up.
So I poured out of a gallon jug
of a milk jug, right?
No, well, the old apple.
Oh, okay, yeah, the apple cider jug. Yeah,
and so as much as I brought, I left in a jug, and I still have another gallon at home. And she goes, that was probably smart.
Might be the smartest thing you've ever done, Joe.
That was probably smart.
She's probably heard a few of the most recent episodes, I'm guessing then.
I don't know if she listened or not.
Yeah.
But
we've
knows
tied some on,
home.
Man. We've
fucking stupid.
We put it down. We're doing it all for you. You, the listener, out there in internet land.
The non-viewer, the one that's listening, the one that's thinking, yeah, you assholes talked about some of the fucking stupidest shit I've ever in my life. They probably turned it off.
Well, they're probably asking, like, why do I keep punishing myself with this? Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Because every once in a while you get a Hams review, and then it's worth listening.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Hams tonight, folks.
He's still drinking Hams. He's only got 24 left.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
I think I got 15 left. I think at this point.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I think we're pretty sure that's what gave you the bird flu over
there.
Right.
I think that's what's making me sick. I can't kick the habit because I keep drinking Hams. But
so it was a great beer. You gave it a high rating, but it gave you AIDS. So.
But, well, 1 year in, we appreciate everybody listening. This is the first episode since our anniversary show.
Yeah,
and I'd like to think we're off to a good start.
We're right on course.
2.
We didn't have a topic when we started, and we don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about next. And
par for the course.
That's all good, man.
We appreciate you listening.
On the social media stuff. We have a pretty. I got a little break too without having to do social media stuff, but there's some good stuff out there. We are going to get the YouTube going. It's get a load of this podcast on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
There is I've been saying it for a year.
I know,
but
it's coming.
But this is a reality because
it's been so fucking
actually
cold.
It is. Yeah, it's real. Like it's fucking boner close, fellas.
Yeah, it's real close, and but we want to do it right. We want to make sure it's right. So anyway, but check us out on the YouTube at Load This Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And drop us a line on Gmail. Send us an email. loadthispodcast@gmail.com. I got a belch.
Oh, here it comes.
Excuse me.
There it is.
All right. Well, as usual, fuck the Cubs. Until next time, I'm Jarod.
I'm Ryan.
It's Joe.
And get a load of this.
Because then I hear myself fucking deep breathing and stuff when I listen to this again, and I don't want it. It's like, Jesus Christ, you got a fucking wheezing polar bear in there?
That's when I was listening to that Rogan thing with Alex Jones, which I couldn't make it through it. And I also listened to one with David Lee Roth, which was horrible too. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Rogan had a string. He had 2 in a row. I think maybe they weren't in a row, but they were close enough. The craziest motherfuckers alive. I'm like, how the hell does Rogan keep his shit together for these two fucking lunatics sitting across the table
That's
from
his gig, man. That's what he's doing now.
But then he goes from that to having the guy from Twitter. I already forgot his fucking name. He has the Twitter CEO.
See, but I honestly think...
And he fucking... And he brings that, and he's like, all right, now we're talking about...
I think he likes that more.
Being the genius, being the evil genius kind of guy.
No, well, I mean, like talking to the people like Twitter and shit. I think he really enjoys that more than he does dealing with like Alex Jones and
he probably does that just because he knows he's going to get hits. He knows he's going to get clicks.
Right,
like that Alex Jones thing on YouTube set records and shit for downloads because people heard on Twitter that Alex Jones was being a fucking lunatic.
Well, people love car wrecks, yeah,
and it was. what was the fighter, the Eddie Guerra or whatever, was that his name? Eddie?
I don't know.
He's an MMA fighter that came in like halfway through the episode, and Alex Jones said he was going to kick his ass. And Rogan's like, come on. This guy could choke you out in a second, man.
Well, if he get his hands around his fucking fat head. Don't get me wrong, I'm a chubby guy, but Alex Jones is a fucking douche nozzle.
He's out there, man. He's got some fucked up opinions about things. But on that same podcast, I listened to the first half of it, and then I just got tired. I couldn't do it anymore. My brain hurt. And but some of the shit that he was saying on there is like, oh, I've never said that. Like he was talking about Sandy Hook. Like people he gets accused of saying that Sandy Hook was a hoax, and that all the moms and dads, they were all actors.
Mm-hmm. But he did say that shit.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
He definitely did.
And now he's denying it?
And now he's on Rogan saying, I never said that. I never said it. It's like,
you know who else?
You realize everything you say is taped?
Right. Do you know who else I think is crazy as fuck? Now, don't get me, this is me being an equal opportunist, because I think we can agree that he's pretty far right, correct?
Alex Jones?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's way out there, though.
Right.
He's alt-right, crazy.
That fucking spinning eye Latina representative.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's fucking out there, too.
I mean...
Well, I don't know that she's not crazy. She's different. She's just...
No, that's crazy.
She's young. She's been given an immense amount of power and influence in a very brief... A year and a half ago, she was a bartender.
Right.
She was a nobody. And she rose to fame very quickly, and she ain't got nothing to back it up. She's
crazy.
A fucking congressperson.
I'm
and
aware.
she's got nothing
she's crazy.
To back it up.
How'd she get there?
Voted in?
She knocked on doors in her district in Brooklyn, Bronx, Brooklyn, something like that. Right. I mean, she did her work as far as politician work. Would go knock on doors and sell them a bill of goods and
kissing babies.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what politicians do. Generally, I would imagine if you're a politician, you're going around knocking on doors, someone's going to challenge you and say, "Wait, how the fuck are you going to do that?"
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody just said, "That sounds great. What, free everything? Awesome." Yeah,
she had J-Lo shit playing in the background.
You're gonna stop global warming in 10 years? That's amazing.
Trump did it in 16 months. Walk outside.
Yeah, no, the Green New Deal thing that was her whatever thing that she pushed. She whatever. How do you initiate or you?
Oh yeah.
She put it in the bill. She wrote the fucking bill, I guess. Yeah. The proposal.
Bitches be crazy, man.
But the things that she's asking for, basically, if implemented, we got to get rid of our cars. You're not going to have an internal combustion engine anymore. Houses aren't going to use natural gas.
It's not going to work.
No.
She'll get killed.
You would have to
just kill her. It's not going to.
You would have to basically
Tesla stock goes through the roof.
Sure, you would have to tear down every existing building in the world and rebuild them so that they're green and they meet the standards that are in
creating
this
jobs. What are we complaining about?
She'll get shot with a bullet that has shell written on it.
Let's talk about creating jobs. The Amazon thing. She fought against the Amazon distribution center in her district.
Yeah.
That was like 25,000 jobs that were going to get created up there. And she was saying that they didn't want. She didn't want Amazon, and her constituents didn't want Amazon because they were going to be getting too big of a tax cut. And this is what the most crazy thing was.
Free tax cut in New York, and it was handed to them. They get 10-year abatement. It was a selling point. New York ran commercials all across the country.
Yeah. So New York wants that. She took it as, she goes, well, think of the things we could do. Let's call it $5 billion. She goes, what do you think we could do with $5 billion? And it's like, well, bitch, you ain't got that $5 billion. That's just $5 billion that they're not going to pay.
You're still not going to get it if you
don't have a pile
of
cash sitting over here that you can go build a fucking playground with. That doesn't exist.
One hell of a slide.
No, she's young. Maybe she's, I don't know.
You don't have to sell me. I'm
trying to be a devil's advocate because I am a complete non-fan of hers, but I'm trying to give her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
But
that
I don't
maybe she'll smarten up.
No, I don't see that. I think it's going to get crazier. Crazy never fixes itself. It has never in the past. It never will.
Those eyes are fucked up.
Yeah, they spin.
Yeah,
look at them.
That's why I think she wears glasses all the time now because it distracts from.
No, it doesn't. You
giant
can see
fucking eyes,
and they She's fucking crazy,
Looney Tunes, man.
But see, that's why I don't
Now she's in trouble.
I don't like that because I don't like far left and I don't like far right. I just the ideas, the way people you're not making any sense.
Well, you're not going to win any hearts and minds by being way the fuck out there on either end of that spectrum.
Either end, yeah. So fuck them.
But she's in trouble now for campaign finance shit. Some guy that was involved with her campaign was he's a millionaire. He owned some company or started some company, and he was taking money from one pile and putting it into another pile that was going to her campaign. And so now that investigation's going to happen, I guess. See,
and that's only because she's fucking crazy, and people are like, man, I don't want to hear this bitch no more. We need to work on what look into her shit, find something on that. We need to get her to shut up.
But that's kind of the shame of it all, right? I mean, it's a good thing, I guess. It's the checks and balances, but it's kind of the shame of it all that all it takes is you piss off the wrong people, and they're like, all right, start digging, and we'll find something on them.
That's the world,
you know. Well, like what we were talking about, Manafort, right? They can't find what they wanted to find, which is Russia collusion and all these other things. Well, they went into his fucking taxes. Now they got him on tax fraud. Now he's going to do 4 years in the pokey. Not quite 4. And,
in the pokey, if you call fucking
country club.
Henry Hill did worse time than this motherfucker's going to do.
So he's going to do 4 years of tennis lessons, but they couldn't. It's like Capone, you know. I mean, there's a countless examples of people that were doing horrible things.
Not to stop you, but this should have just been a half loaded. So let's kick.
I was going to say we got to get this started. It's good shit.
Let's kick this off. Not to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
RYN. Not to.
All right, let's do this. We are back. I was thinking about the other intro to the other podcast.
That was a really long delay.
Yeah, it was. That's fucked up.
I almost said the other one.
I thought he was going to cough or something. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, shit, did he die over there?
Welcome to Coffee Talk.
Want to try it again?
Yeah.
Or we just want to go? I don't know. Whatever.